Welcome to the demonstration of Exflow AP Automation. Exflow AP Automation is a solution that streamlines and automates the supplier invoice and purchase order workflow in Dynamics 365 for Business Central. It reduces costs, enhances control, and improves compliance by eliminating manual handling and human error in invoice management. This demonstration will show the most common process of incoming documents, from using OCR tool for capturing data to posted document ready for payment. Exflow is a module that integrates seamlessly with Business Central. It has additional components that enhance its functionality, such as an OCR tool and a web service. OCR stands for Optical Character Recognition, a technology that converts scanned images of text into editable and searchable data. With OCR, you can speed up and simplify invoice processing. We will use Exflow Data Capture, short for EDC, which not only supports various formats, but also enhances the overall efficiency of the process. Document processing starts from your vendor. For example, they send their invoices as PDF attachments. These invoices are forwarded to EDC, which scans them and extracts the relevant data for verification. After verification, EDC creates an XML file that contains the data and the invoice image for import into Exflow. You can set up Exflow to import invoices automatically into Business Central, where they are matched to purchase orders or coded as non-PO invoices. Exflow is a built-in solution that uses the master data configuration and logic of Business Central's standard functionalities. For instance, depending on the vendor setup or chart of accounts configuration, imported invoices will utilize the same logic for coding suggestions as they would in Business Central. After the invoice is processed, it is routed to the approvers based on the approval rule setup and made available for approval on the web. Once the invoice is approved, the AP team can proceed with posting and payment. For reporting purposes, you can use Exflow or BC reports, or additional tools like Power BI and Power Automate. Let's go through the process one step at a time. When you sign in to EDC, you will see the default page with a list of documents to verify. You can filter the fields to make the process easier. You can also customize the fields by dragging and dropping them, or hiding the ones you don't need. On the left side, you can see the number and status of the documents in the process. You can receive invoices from vendors directly in EDC, or you can send, scan, or upload documents yourself for verification. EDC can handle multiple attachments in a single email, and it also has a feature that can split a single file into multiple documents. Open the document to review and confirm the required fields. For the invoice to be processed efficiently, all indicators must show green checkmarks. EDC learns the vendor's pattern through the use of the tab key, which means that for subsequent invoices from the same vendor, EDC will be able to automatically fill in the relevant data. This feature streamlines the verification process for future transactions. After processing all the documents, we can import them into Exflow. We can create separate journals for different types of invoices, such as PO and non-PO invoices. This way, the AP team can handle different batches more easily. We can also customize the journal setup according to our needs. Exflow offers various set of options and functionalities to process documents efficiently. You can set up Exflow to automatically post invoices or use predefined codes as suggestions for invoice coding and approval flow. This reduces manual work and errors. Predefined codes can be based on reference, purchase code, account, or contract. You can use them separately or in combination. If you use dimensions, these can also be added to predefined codes and approval rules for easier process. From the journal, you can access vendor or other relevant information before sending invoice for approval. The fact box gives you a quick overview of the invoice, any discrepancies, and the option to add approvers or send a message to a user. The user will receive an email with a link to the invoice and the message and can reply accordingly. The imported line is related to the coding and the transaction details. Any action and warning message must be addressed before the invoice can be processed. If you wish to continue despite a warning message, you can choose to ignore and then proceed. When the invoice has been processed, users will receive an email with a web link for approval. When you access the web page for the first time, a quick manual with tutorials on how to do common things will show up. It will automatically disappear when you click on an invoice. You can always access the manual again under Quick Tips. The folders show you the invoices that are current, upcoming, or recently processed or put on hold. You can also search for invoices using different criteria. You can see general information and statistics about your user account and assign a replacer when you are out of office. Additional settings are available under your profile. You can perform various actions on the invoice, such as adding attachments, commenting, or sending a message to a colleague. If you want to reject or put the invoice on hold, you need to add a comment explaining why. This will enable the AP team to follow up with the appropriate action. Once the invoice is approved, the AP team can proceed with posting. Exflow approval status displays all documents for approval. These can include invoices, credit memos, and even purchase orders. The AP team can check the invoices that have been approved and change their status to ready for posting. Then they can post the invoices to complete the process. If necessary, the AP team can also send back the invoices for approval again, either from the beginning or from a specific user. They can also modify the approval flow if different users need to review the invoice. You can easily find the posted invoices by going to Exflow Approval History and use the quick search or the filter option. This demo has shown you the most common processes for incoming documents. And as I mentioned, you can automate many of these steps to avoid manual work and save time. Thank you for watching. For further information about Exflow, please visit our website at signupsoftware.com.